everyone, and welcome to Between Realities. Welcome back to the Between Realities VR podcast. Just welcome. It's great to see you guys.
It's awesome.
Thank you for being here. We were just saying, we missed 2 Fridays in a row, right? Because we had things.
We were traveling. You were in Chicago. Like, just all kinds of stuff happening.
Stuff happened, but missing 2 episodes means like 3 full weeks of not doing the show. And that feels like a million years.
Yeah, it really does.
It
I
does.
missed all of you people.
We've missed you. We've missed you. We've been having a great time without you, but we've missed you. I noticed earlier before my chat started. I don't wonder how far in the past the chat like lets us see when we get here to showtime. Because sometimes people hear like a day before.
Yeah, and then it
something
disappears.
Yeah, it would be awesome if it stayed there.
I know.
But either way, I saw that Diego, the super fat game cat, who I've played with on Oculus, he goes by Fuzzy Bullocks. He was here, and he's like, "Oh,
Fuzzy Bullocks."
I know. He was here. He's like gutted that he couldn't be here for the show. But I noticed that he actually won Gamertag VRs after the fall merch kit. He just gave one of those away.
Nice.
And I saw
That's
he won.
Super sick kit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
very cool.
Congrats, man.
Heck yeah.
Mike Newton's here. Hey, chat.
Hi.
How you doing? Mike Newton's here in chat.
What's up, chat?
He says the weekend, and he's right. Oh, there's a couple of dudes there. Mash Daddy Cool. Who's that? I Am Roots is here. What's up, Roots?
Roots. I miss you, buddy.
Good to see you, buddy. Michelle Dillon in the house.
Hey.
We've got a little traveling man, as always, right?
The homie.
Little lamplighter. Who dat? I don't know. Guido 7335. Hey, everyone. What's up? VR Roy Boy is saying that it's midnight and not going to be here because they're in Israel and it's the middle of the night,
Well, thanks for coming from Insane High from Israel. That's great.
Yeah, and watch the replay, I guess, if you desire to catch up. Felipe is ready for bed. Dang, about to hop in the car and drive home, but you're gonna listen while you're driving. That's good.
Nice.
Skiva works really hard on all the visual aspects of the show, so it'd be
pull
great
over.
if you could just watch it. But
it's not long. It's super short.
Dark Angel, hello.
Hey, what's up, Dark Angel?
So good to see you. She'll be listening. Chi-Town D. What's up, D? Good to hear you. Good to see you. Thanks for being here. Duggars K in the house. Oh, hey everyone. We got Obscure Nerd VR. Happy Friday, y'all.
Indeed.
Ooh, Fluke Rogie in the house.
Hey, Fluke. How's it going?
Thanks for stopping by our neck of the woods, man.
Yeah, for real.
We got Shaw in the house. Oh, we got Ashley Riot here.
Ashley Riot, what is up?
She's probably just polishing her Augie right now.
Yeah, the winner of an Augie. Damn, that thing is heavy and beautiful.
Zaylin Maru, what's up? Oh, Hussein X, what's up?
Hey.
Good to see you, Hussein X. Jansen Fox.
Jansen.
He's a Twitch streamer. He plays Population 1 and he wears goofy shit when he does it.
And
Go watch him.
So funny.
And he is funny. Andy's VR reviews. Hey.
Hey, what's up, Andy?
Oh, German Rifter, let's go.
Oh, the legend.
He is a legend.
Love you, Daniel.
He's great. Dracurius. Hey.
Hi.
Dracurius is here. Man, that's a pretty epic name.
That is. Pretty badass.
Yeah, okay. Hey, everybody. How's it going? So, we've been traveling. We're excited to do a show again. There's a lot that we can... I have no idea what we're even going to be able to get into today, man.
There's too much. There's too much for just an hour and a half. So we're going to have to really, see how we can make this happen.
Well, Traveling Man is going to make something happen with the $5 super chat, getting everything started, saying, have them break out the bobbleheads, Alex. They're awesome. Well, I'm going to have to find out what he is talking about there. Soul BC, what's up? What it do, Skiva and Alex? Yo, what it do, Soul BC? And Shagsy, good day, mates, here is with us as well. Well, chat, you're amazing. Thank you for joining us.
For real.
You're not the only ones that have joined us, though. We've got...
I'm not, and none of my shit's working. Oh, sorry. None of my stuff is working at the moment. So I'm going to have to do a lot of this.
You can't bring attention to it, man.
I know.
You just got to let it roll, you know?
I know.
Jeez, this guy.
Okay,
I'm working with him. I'm working with him.
Sorry. Don't fire me, please.
Okay.
Don't beat me after the show.
No. I would never. I would never hurt you. Thought we established this. So I guess we'll just have to be patient, right? You might end up taking a little bit of time, right? Hey, we've got guests today, and they started an insanely popular Facebook group that has birthed like 1 million podcasts and all kinds of community events and giveaways, and they're super awesome. Quest 2 Community is the name of the group. They go by Q2C Gamer, and the 2 gentlemen joining us today, Eric Masher and Todd Jackson, Q2C. What's up, dudes?
Hey.
Hi diddly ho diddly.
What is up, fellas?
Yo,
what's up?
Oh, it's Friday. It's so exciting, man.
Heck yeah.
What an amazing show to be. Everybody says this, but I'm going to say it now. We've made it, Todd. We've made it. We made it. This is it. This is it. We can't go anywhere from here but down because man. We are.
You've reached the top
right now.
Between realities, making dreams come true. Every Friday, live at 2 p.m. Pacific.
I love it.
It is. It's awesome to have you guys. I feel like this is long overdue. I mean, I don't know about long overdue. It's slightly overdue. You know, I feel like this has it's been coming.
It's so funny because I truly, with the amount that I feel like I hang out with at least Eric, right? I mean, I feel like I've already had him on the show like a few times.
Well, we were on their show
when we were,
and it felt like being at home, you know, which is probably why you feel that way, right?
Yeah.
Because we just cruised on there, and you guys made it nice and easy for us, and created a nice little comfortable spot for us to hang out,
which was great. Go back and rewatch that episode. Yeah, it's really good.
One of my favorites for sure. And it's easy when you get people that just like each other and you're on a show together. It's just like you're hanging out, right? It's not like, you know, I'm going to go on to a show. It just feels like you're hanging out, bullshitting about virtual reality, which we all love.
Mm-hmm. I've been looking forward to this for a month.
That's nice.
I've been talking about it every day.
That's amazing, man. This is so good. Well, this is exciting.
So happy to have you guys on.
How's it feel? You know, you're in it right now. It's like this is the moment you've been waiting for.
It's kind of weird. It's weird being on the other side of the camera, right? Like on the other side of the technical board. I don't have to do anything.
Push any buttons, nothing.
So Todd,
you just chill out.
Todd, you are you're kind of like the Skiva for the Q2C podcasts, right? Like you guys do multiple shows. Just tell us a little bit about like what you guys are doing right now.
Well, we do the Q2C VR Gamer show on Thursday nights, 9 p.m. Eastern. We do a Reality Bites podcast on Saturdays, twice a month, and the dates kind of vary. So we post it on the YouTube page and we post it on our Facebook group. We live stream every Saturday night. Eric's live streaming generally after the fall, plus.
Yeah, 3 a.m. Fortnite.
Yeah, right.
True.
I try to do a Flat Friday, streaming some flat games on Friday nights, usually Call of Duty.
Nice.
We're kind of everywhere.
Flat Fridays, I like that. That's a cool name.
So, is this like? I mean, you're doing a lot of stuff. Right? Yeah. Like we do like one show every Friday and we're like, oh man, like
kind of.
That's good. Yeah, when we can, you know, like when we're around.
Right. Well, usually we're doing up to 3 shows, but they're getting recorded because, you know, now we can kind of talk about it, right? We have that new show, Backseat VR Developer.
That's true.
Yeah, that's been on upload for the past couple weeks. Right. It seems to be doing okay. I mean, I think people are liking it. We like it.
That's true. It's still, I guess it's just such a new development that like I'm not used to like thinking about the fact that we are spending a lot of extra time producing that, you know.
Yeah.
But still,
it's not easy, but it's fun.
Yeah, and I mean, you know, but I guess as far as live shows go, though, right? Like, how many times you guys go live a week? Like 4, 5?
It seems like it feels like it sometimes. Yeah, I mean, especially this week. This week's crazy because you know, I kind of moonlight too because I do Virtual Strangers on Wednesdays, and you know. Super proud and honored to be on that show as well with Roots and Wes, and we're doing amazing, crazy things over there as well. And you know, every once in a while, I get a chance to do their Sunday show too. So yeah, it can get real busy. Like this past week, I flew home from Santa Clara, California, got in on Sunday around noon, and then I went and then did Virtual Strangers at 5 on Sunday. I did Virtual Strangers on Wednesday we went on about 1 a.m. Eastern time Wednesday morning. And then we did our show last night. We're doing this show today, and we're going to be doing Reality Bites tomorrow. So yeah, it can get busy. It can be a busy week. Right?
You guys are definitely in the running for the most worked people in this type of space here. You guys are absolutely crushing it. You're doing so much. And Eric, you especially, I know you keep leaving event stuff to go do shows. We'll be at a party. We're having a blast. Woo! Party, everyone. There's all kinds of amazing people there, and you're like, I gotta go do a show. I'm out.
Like I admire the dedication, but like there's no way I am like leaving an event that I'm at that I was on a plane to get to go and do my podcast. Like we didn't do it.
Yeah.
Like we did not make it happen. We were like, nah, we're far away.
In our defense,
He's the
this
most
ship
dedicated
is
guy in VR, I tell you.
yeah, for real.
You got to admire that.
And this ship is hard to land at these events. It's very big.
Yeah, right. There's
Takes
not a lot of
jet
parking
fuel.
space.
Nah, can't do it. Sorry, physical limitation.
Yeah, I mean, I remember at GDC, we were all at an amazing Zenith party.
It was my birthday
Zenith
party.
after party.
You left my birthday.
It was your birthday.
Yeah.
And we were just getting really going too. It was like, and I was almost crying because I'm like, I've already made commitments, and I'm like, I want to stay, but I have to go. And yeah,
You got to
we
respect
need to change that. We're going to change it for sure. I'm not doing it.
Yeah, that's it. That is insane. I respect it, but it's truly insane.
Yeah. I love it. That's great. Man, we had a lot of fun last week in Santa Clara. And I wish, Todd, you were there with us. That would have been absolutely amazing. These events are so much fun. And we get to talk to so many awesome people, go to so many great after parties and really, share drinks with some killer people in the industry and just have a blast. And this past week was not any different. So
no, and before we get too far away from it, Felipe is ready for bed. Gave us a $10 super chat saying, woo, woo, "Let's go Q2C." Bow, 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 bow. Thank you for the $10 super chat. And yeah, man, we'll just have to keep getting Q2C
Who
out
wanted
here.
to see those bobbleheads, Traveler Man?
Oh yeah, let's see these
bobbleheads.
What are you talking
All
about?
right, you ready?
Let's see.
So we had a community member who super loves our show, and he's been almost with us from the beginning, and he wanted to send something to us. So we took some. He's like, "Can you take some pictures of me, of yourselves, and send them to me?" He's like, "Really, I won't do anything crazy with them." So we were like reluctant. We were like, "All right, we'll do it." So we sent him pictures, and then he sent us these. You ready, Todd?
Yep.
Wow.
Oh, what?
And what's amazing,
What?
I can't believe they've managed to capture your actual physique on these.
Oh, I know. I'm so jacked. And
Like
cut. Look at this.
that is like it's like photorealistic, actually.
That is super sick. Wow.
Just super nice.
So
I
cool.
mean, Troy Gillis and Amber Gillis, you guys are amazing.
Wow.
This-
Good
you know,
job.
Just put them in touch.
Yeah.
Just put them in touch with us, or you're like, do whatever you got to do. All right, I'll expect the
Absolutely.
Alex
New
and Steve
friends.
of bobbleheads to show up at some point soon.
Incredible.
100%.
Wow. That's so cool.
Cool.
Who has bobbleheads of themselves? That's amazing.
I know, right?
Skiva has a
Okay.
Skiva action figure.
All right, I do have
in
an
the back
action
of his
figure.
head. He's like, yeah, but I got an action figure.
You have an action figure?
I do.
He does.
I do.
He'll have it for the next episode.
Will I?
Yes,
Okay.
We're gonna show it off.
I'm gonna tell you.
You guys have avatars on the upload show because you've been on there and you have your own avatars that have been in that area, that stage. That's super. I don't want that. I want to sit over there.
It's cool. It's great. I've always watched that show and wondered what it was like to be in that studio, right? Because before the upload stuff, I was super upload fanboy, and to actually be in there and to see the other side of the whole thing and be able to talk and have someone respond to me, because I'll talk to the show anyway and be like, well, I think, but no one's there to listen,
Right.
So it's great. It's great to be on there with Ian and just share our thoughts. It's been super special and
It
pretty
is awesome.
Yeah.
It's great to be on the other side of that desk for sure. And honestly, it's just like a great use case of like some good old hand tracking for me. Like it feels
right.
great to like be talking with my hands and like
Yeah.
have them like out here in front of me. Like
Yeah.
I don't know, I do so little hand tracking, especially like in social stuff too. Like they have to have my controllers to get around and do everything. So when we're there, we're just planted behind the desk. We're not expected to do anything. So I can just set my controllers down and I'm just chatting and moving my hands around. It feels good.
Yeah, it is great.
Yeah.
Heaney has done so good with that studio, right? David Heaney, he's amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and there's
built
it's
that
not
whole
just
studio,
one
yeah.
studio, right? It's like multiple studios to accommodate different quantity of guests.
Yeah, we
Right,
actually
so-
swapped. They started the show with Heaney and Ian, and then they left that studio and jumped into the one that Skiva and I were waiting for them in, the three people studio, and then he restarted the thing.
Yeah.
Mr. Tasselhoff is here, and
Hey.
Mickey Burr is chilling in the chat.
What up?
Actually, Mr. Tasselhoff is not here, but he was here. He was here. Said, "Yeah, I'm here, and now I'm leaving. Bye." Thanks for stopping in.
Yeah.
I
Thanks for
appreciate
showing some
that.
face.
Yeah,
That's great.
you pop in, say, "Hey, what's up? I'm not here, but Hi, good luck. That's nice. Fun with the Clicks is chilling. Still looking for his new channel name. If anybody has recommendations, feel free to throw it out there. I know I'm starting to get used to it though, Clicky. So if you're gonna change something, you better do it soon.
Yeah.
Bluebell, chillin'.
Ah, Bluebell, one of our gracious Patreons. Thank you so much. We appreciate all of you guys.
We have
amazing.
R2.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Man, the VR community,
awesome.
bro. The VR community, right?
It's amazing.
So good, man.
It's amazing.
So good.
Absolutely amazing.
It is. Virtual strangers are chilling.
Hey, what's up, guys?
I'm guessing that's Wes, right? Hey, Wes.
What's up, Wes?
Hey, Wes. Good to see you, dude.
Word up. I
let's see.
love Wes. I love Roots. I've been watching those guys since there was 4 of them. It was I'm trying to remember the names.
Main Fan?
Main Fan and Alex. That's right. And I'm glad they stuck with it after some of those guys left, and now they brought in an amazing addition with Eric, which has been phenomenal. But it's one of my favorite things to watch. You know, I don't always get to watch it live, but I am always there, guys, and really I love what you do. So,
and that's just another channel that's live often enough that you're basically always watching it.
Yep.
You know, like I'll just be like messing around, like, I don't know, just trying to kill some time, and oh, look, there's Virtual Strangers.
Yeah. Or it's like 1 a.m. What's going to be live?
Right,
Virtual Strangers is live.
I know, these guys are insane.
Strangers will be on.
These guys are insane.
Yeah. As hard as I work, I mean, Wes works so hard, man, because you know he writes all those shows and he does extra notes. He does enough notes that I could steal his notes that he doesn't use on Sunday show and use it for my Thursday show. I really could.
Nice.
And I might do it. I'm not above that. I'm actually below that. I'll definitely do it. I'll steal his notes.
We pride ourselves on using as few notes as possible.
No,
we cruise into this thing.
He does.
I do.
I put together, except for today, I put together all kinds of notes
notes.
every single week. And Alex is like, "Oh, this show is so easy. I just roll in and I talk, and everything just makes itself."
That's me. It does. It's me and Alex.
It does.
This guy right here. Yeah.
If me and Alex ever did a show together, it would be a complete shit show because we wouldn't want to be
Right?
prepared. We wouldn't want to do any work.
Just show up and
you
you'd be
Todd
like,
would be the greatest show ever.
right? We'd push all the buttons, everything would look great, but maybe we wouldn't say much.
Oh man, a part of me wants to just do it just to prove you guys wrong. Our show would slay. We would dominate.
Show up, you'd be like, "Wait,
Here's what we do.
Here's
what we do.
what's happening?
One week we swap hosts. Me and Alex will do Q2
let's do
Gamer,
it.
and
Let's do it.
Todd will go do between her and Alex.
It's like VR streaming swingers. Let's do that.
Whoa.
Oh my
we're
God,
going
this
there
could be
with
the newest
it.
big thing.
We're going there with it.
Oh my God.
Oh my goodness.
Yes. Oh my goodness is right.
Hey VR fam, I'm still here like trying to give you guys shout outs, and Skiva's trying to get me involved in some weird polygamy situation. Tribe Grey Wolf is chilling.
Tribe the homie.
Yeah,
I
Tribe.
love Tribe,
That's-
man. So real quick,
Yeah.
before you go on from that, Tribe made me this shirt. And if you
Yep.
can see this, it's
Did he
me
really?
and Tribe in Short Stack in Neos. Because that's my squad, you know what I mean? And like, it says To the Moon, which is the name of our Discord channel, VR To the Moon. And thank you, Tribe. I truly love this. And Tribe came out to Awe, and right before, like, he went and he took a COVID test so he could get in and be admitted, and had COVID and had to go home, and then was destroyed for the next week.
No, I didn't hear that part.
Yeah,
I
super sad.
felt
man.
so bad.
Tribe,
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
so sad.
It is a bummer. And it was like, there was this like magic moment when we got to the Airbnb too, because they were actually just going to crash with us.
Yep.
And
Him and his wife.
They
Yep.
got to the Airbnb before we did, and found out that they had COVID and left before we even flew in.
Yeah.
But they put this shirt on the table for Skiva. So when we walked into our place,
Yeah.
there it is, like sitting on the dinner
I
table.
see like a Neo symbol
Like-
on the table. I'm like, that doesn't even make sense. What is this? How is this? And then I saw that. I literally almost cried.
It was a beautiful moment.
Oh my God.
Oh, that's so it was happy and sad at the same time.
Yeah,
Yeah, for
bittersweet for,
real.
sure, because obviously
Right.
we did not get to spend any time with them, and they flew out. And
They're so excited to go. I remember
Yeah.
talking with them. They were part of the Side Quest birthday video that I set up, and
Yeah.
and they
Yeah.
were super excited to go to Awe.
Yeah.
That's
I
a
mean,
bummer.
it was a super bummer. I
Happens
was
to the best of
devastated.
us.
You know, I was looking forward to hanging with my homie. So
Happens to
Yeah.
the best of us.
100%.
Just did. Creeper Betty PSVR.
Betty!
Hi, Creeper Betty.
what's up, Eddie?
Good to see you.
Yes. Good to
My
see
wife Brittany is here, throwing up the heart.
Hey,
What's up, Brittany?
Hello, my dear.
Hey. Who else?
I don't
Anyone
know.
else?
Maybe
Anyone
somebody else. VR Spry guy. He's
Oh,
chilling.
what's up, VR Spry guy?
Yeah,
How's
it's
it going?
popped in. Oh, a little short stack.
Oh, Short Stack. The other homie here on the shirt. That's right.
Yeah.
Where's your shirt?
Yeah.
Short Stack.
Wearing all my friends on my shirt today.
He must have sent that to Stacks too, right? Like all three of you guys have it.
No, Stacks isn't that special. No, I'm just kidding. I think Stacks is getting his own iteration of the shirt.
Oh, his own.
Yeah.
His own. So you guys all have unique to the moon shirts.
Yeah, and Stacks about to
fancy
have
pants.
a baby.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
well,
Serious.
almost congrats.
Almost.
We'll almost
So
congratulate you. Endeavor One, sup VR Wolfpack.
Hey.
Happy Friday. Hey.
I think I saw a super chat sneak in there too.
G-Tag Girl. Yeah, but that wasn't the super chat. We're just saying hi to G-Tag Girl.
Hey, what's
Yeah,
up,
there was a
G-Tag
super
Girl?
chat from Creeper Betty. Hi.
Oh, thank you so much.
Says, happy Friday. Stoked to see you guys and missed you last weekend. The shirt kicks ass today. I'm assuming you're talking about mine, the Q2C shirt that I got
Yes.
Look at that
from the
thing.
Q2C
Yeah,
store.
look at all the homies across the shirts here.
I
This is
know.
great.
You know what made that shirt? We finally got D, which made that shirt.
Heck yeah.
And the first person to buy that shirt when we put it out, first person to buy it, Alex VR.
Alex
Boom.
VR.
Heck yeah.
And this is that shirt. This is that shirt
Yeah.
that I bought.
Yeah.
And it's kind of
Hell
weird.
yeah.
Like there's an image of you guys on it. Like I'm wearing a shirt that has your caricatures on it. Does that feel
No,
weird
right?
to you? Like, look, you can see it.
Oh, it feels fantastic.
It does.
Awesome.
We wanted to have.
I need a picture of you in that so I can put it on our outro. On
Well,
our
you can
live
get it
shows.
when you
Oh,
show
yeah.
up to an event in person and come shake my hand.
Oh, and he's going to be there. He's
there
going to
you
be
go.
at the next event, aren't you, Todd?
That's right.
I'm coming to. We're definitely going to PAX,
Nice.
Oh, PAX.
Which
Oh,
we'll be
man.
at as well.
I forgot about PAX.
Yep. Yep.
Seattle.
Yep. We will be there too. And
I'm
VRTO.
going to try and get to that one.
Heck
Once
yeah.
this is over, I'm going to look into that a little bit more. Yeah.
Nice. Nice. We'll see you in Canada and then in Seattle.
Yeah. Right. I got to
Okay.
represent
Yeah.
Canada. Come on.
Yeah, that's right. You're in Canada.
I'm in
Right?
Canada.
Heck yeah.
I'm nowhere
So-
near Toronto, but I'm in
Oh,
Canada.
okay. Canada's pretty big, I hear.
Okay, it's pretty big. Yeah.
There's a tundra up there. A whole tundra.
Oh, Sandra.
The whole thing.
Huge.
It's in
Wow.
Todd's backyard.
It's crazy. Yeah, we're talking about PAX West there
Yes.
in Endeavor
Yes.
One. So we were all at AWE, right? And we'll definitely
Almost all.
well, yes. We were all I'm actually speaking directly to Todd right now. So
That's
we
right.
were all at AWE this year, but you were
No.
not. And we can share some
No.
of our stories about what we what we thought, and we can just go around about it a little bit. But I am curious, like, what did you see that gave you the most FOMO?
Oh my god, the pictures that Eric kept sending me of all of the content creators there at once. Like the gear and stuff is awesome. Like obviously you go to see that, but to see him standing with all of you guys and Mateo or Sebastian and all these little pictures he sent me, I kept texting him like, I'm jealous. Stop texting me.
That is the most heartwarming response you could have given.
For real.
thank
For
I
real.
was expecting like a tech thing or like a thing that
Yeah.
you saw there, but you're right. It is really all about the
I can
community.
Google the tech stuff. I can't meet you
Yeah.
people unless I come. So
Yeah,
That's what makes it. That's what makes these events so special. Is meeting these people that we have so much in common with, that we're always talking with. We're all such good friends, right? And then to actually go and hang out and party together and do all the stuff that we do together, right? It's just amazing. And then meet all the other people in the industry.
So many new
so many
people.
executives from all of these companies that we're constantly talking about, and just it's killer.
yeah,
It's
it
killer.
is awesome.
Mhm.
And you just keep like, if you keep going to these things, you like start to see the same faces,
Mm-hmm.
and like 2 or 3 in, and then like boom, like it's family time, and like everybody's
Mhm.
just vibing. And especially at AWE, I really felt like everyone there like gave each other the benefit of the doubt. They're like, okay, if you're here, there's a reason why.
You matter.
Yeah, you
Mhm.
matter. I should probably care about who you are and what we're talking about, and I should give you the benefit of the doubt. Like
Mhm.
we've been approached at CES by like just like randoms, and they have like nothing to offer us, and we're just like, why are you talking to me right now?
Oh,
It's true though. At CES,
Let's see,
at CES we had like random YouTubers walk up to us and be like, oh, you guys are YouTubers, huh? Yeah. So anyway, blah blah blah,
Yeah.
and then it's like, we're like, okay, you know, like,
Yeah.
thanks but no thanks. But
Yeah.
there's nothing like that at AWE.
This is true.
Everyone there is into VR, AR. The AR was mind blowing.
Incredible.
That's honestly like the highlights of the whole show. I think were AR related for me.
Yeah, there was so much AR. You know, we back before COVID. You know, we did a bunch of AR stuff at conventions, and it was always like, man, this is gonna be great someday. And we're now to the point where it's getting pretty great.
Yeah.
Yeah, for real. We're really close.
There was actually more AR there than VR.
Yeah, there was a lot.
Way more shown AR.
There was a lot. There was a lot of AR, and it was really good stuff.
It was good. Yeah. It was good.
Yeah.
Like we've been going for a few years, and every time it's like, okay, all right, you know, it's like you try it, you're like, okay,
yeah, it's like a little postage stamp thing in the middle of your view.
We'll get there,
like,
you know.
Okay,
but these were actually some pretty compelling experiences, and it has me really excited about AR because I mean, dude, the form factor alone, I think, is a reason to get excited about AR. Like to take it from being a brick that's super heavy on your head to like a pair of glasses that you can just choose to be transparent when you want them to be, and then just darken them when you don't want them to be. Like the Magic Leaps blew me away. Right? Am I saying that right? Magic Leap?
Magic Leap.
Yeah.
Magic Leap 2.
Magic Leap 2 blew me away. That was awesome. Best AR demo that I've ever had.
It was incredible. It was really, really good. I mean, I really did like the Lenovo stuff too. You know, there's so much of it is good. Tilt 5. I mean, I can't. It was just all so good.
Bummed I didn't see the Tilt 5 stuff in person.
Yeah, it was pretty
great. We had
great.
her on our show, Jerry Ellsworth, and it was such a good show. And
yeah,
I was super pumped for Eric to go back and see it again because you saw it at GDC or CES, one of the shows you saw it.
Yeah, I saw it at GDC and it was really amazing, and you know, to see it again was great, and then to see Stephanie and Daniel and Jerry again, and you know, you build relationships with these people, right? I mean, you see their tech, and you're there to see their tech, but you know, you're there to see them too, and that's another part of it. You know, again, we're still small. I mean, this circle, whether it be content creators or whether it be companies or manufacturers, we're still small. So when we can all get together and see each other, it's just nice to go up and say, hey, how you doing? I'm interested in you, not just your product. I'm here because you're an amazing person. You just happen to make amazing tech also, but it helps when you do that. And when you make those face-to-face relationships, that's where it changes, I think. So
For real.
It's definitely different, just in that side of it over, if you've never met somebody before, or you only talk to them over email or text or even a video call. I think it's different.
It's really weird.
As you guys know now from CES and GDC, and now we've hit another big show in Awe. See the same people over and over again. To go back up again and say hi and shake their hands. It's different.
It is a whole different energy that gets exchanged. It's super powerful. I mean, you're building real relationships with these people, and everyone wants to help each other, and that's the beauty of this community. Everyone knows that rising tides really do raise all ships, and everyone is just super excited to help each other.
Techno Glitch chilling in the chat. Little Chris Richardson. Yo.
What's up, guys?
What's
How's
up?
It going?
Little VR with Jasmine. Hey.
Jazz.
We got to spend some quality time with Jasmine.
Yep.
Jasmine's
awesome. She's awesome.
She's the best. She's the best. Go check out her YouTube channel if you haven't. I can't imagine anyone here isn't subscribed to her because she makes phenomenal content. But go check it out.
Lawnmower Girl's in the house.
Oh, cool. That's a great name.
It's pretty good.
I love that. That's awesome.
Yeah. We got Mepper chilling.
What's up, Mepper?
Yeah, we got some Mepper too. And Uberfun 2000 says they were at AWE. We didn't meet.
Oh, man. Bummer.
Yep. You can feel free to bombard us if you ever see us in public.
Yeah. For real.
Hey, Soul BC with the $1 super chat. No message, just dropping the $1.
Oh, nice.
Love it.
Thank you.
Just cause.
We'll put it to good use.
Heck yeah.
We'll put it to good use. Thank you for your contribution.
Absolutely.
Donations and Patreons are not ever even remotely expected, but holy crap, are they appreciated.
Right. For real.
We, the stuff that we try to do costs money, and it always helps to have a nice little cushion
it really
to
does.
make things happen.
The stuff is definitely expensive. The equipment's expensive. The travel's expensive.
Yeah.
But,
But yeah, man,
it's all worth it.
I will say, dude, like, especially, at that final social event that we were at, Eric, it's like, you have like a drink or two and like, you just start vibing. And this event, especially, I was really feeling the love, like it felt like a big, insanely passionate family at AWE to me. And like, it's just mind-blowing to me how important all of these people have become to me in my life, you know, like including you, you know, like I don't know you. And that's what I was saying to you at that party. It's like, dude, I don't know you. Who are you? Some random guy from the internet. You know what I mean? But like, you're not. You mean so much more to me than that. And so does everybody who I have the opportunity to connect with when we do these kinds of things. And I just had a couple of moments of like really like reflecting on that while I was there, like looking around and seeing all the people and being like, dude, like, how do I love all of these people? Like how? Like how can I possibly be like feeling that and feel it reciprocated? Because I don't spend that much time with these people, you know. They're not my like real life friends, you know. Like I have some of those too, you know. But like it's just there's something magical happening. Yeah, no, I don't know. They're dwindling, bro. They are dwindling. Trust me. But it's just really special, and you know, I am very grateful that we have the opportunity to attend these things and to just breathe the same air as some of the people in this industry, because this is amazing stuff, and it's really cool to be a part of it.
Yeah, that last party we were at was hosted by a company called Metaverse, with the VR of Metaverse capitalized, and they do like they have like a VR mall, like a Metaverse mall where you can go in and there's big brand names in there, like Nike and I think BMW and some really big names, and it's really cool. It's all based on Web3, and it's super impressive technology for Web3. Some of the best that I've seen, actually. But those guys are great, and we were super excited to be a part of their after party. So if you guys are out there, thank you.
That was amazing. Great. On a big, huge house in the hills of Santa Clara. It had a beautiful view of like the whole valley, man. It was amazing.
Silicon
Valley.
Yeah,
that night it was like a great party, but that was our last night, so it was tough. I mean, we were all saying goodbye, and we knew we wouldn't see each other for a while. So, and that felt different than any other show. Like, felt like you really felt bad goodbye. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you went and you hugged everybody, and you said, "See you next time."
And I'm just like, why? Like, how am I feeling this right now? You know, like it caught up to me, and I don't know when it all started, but I'm definitely grateful for it. It's really cool.
Same. I'm grateful as well.
Yep.
That's
you know,
good stuff.
We got to give a shout out to Upload VR, right? Like we are official Upload VR correspondents, and you know, we're there representing Upload, doing interviews and making sure that we got some good video coverage of the event.
Yeah, and check it out, guys, if you haven't been able to.
I've watched a bunch of it. There's a bunch of it. They've done like montage videos on Upload VR, and they're great.
Yeah.
You guys never disappoint.
I wonder if we can jam out a couple of videos next week. You know,
that'd be sweet. That'd be sweet. We got a lot of footage. You know, a lot going on. There's so much. There's so much footage, and to cram, it feels so weird, right? To cram 3 days worth of running around for the entire conference, filming everything into 10 minutes.
Yeah, like
20
conversations gets whittled down to like 5 or 6.
Yeah.
There's a lot of unseen footage.
There is. Tons and tons.
You guys were running too, man. I just remember, I think it was the last day or the day before last day. I mean, because it was running too. Me and Jasmine kind of teamed up, and we were helping each other film, and you guys were doing your thing. And at one point, I saw Skiba one time during the day. He's going up the escalator as I was going down. We're like, hey.
I did not even see you in that whole day. Like you guys had that moment, and I didn't see it. By the way, Soul BC dropping another $2. Take $2 more. How about that?
Wow!
Hey,
thank you so much.
Take that.
Thank you.
Boom. Taken. Bam, bam.
I love how you always say the sound effect over it. That's my favorite.
He says it over the sound effect.
It feels too good. There's something about it. I don't know.
It's great.
I can't believe Skiba lets you touch his Go XLR.
I know, right?
Oh man, it's fun, right? Like we used to have to, I used to have to put like little paper button things on there so he knew what it was, because it'd be a funny moment and he'd hit like the crickets button or like whatever. But he's starting to figure it out. I mean, the one button he really likes.
I just go straight to the air horn. Yeah. I don't need these other ones. Like, what is this? I don't need that. This is whenever Skiba makes a joke.
Yeah.
I do this.
Dad jokes all day long.
And then, I don't know. I don't think I need the rim shots.
No.
But the air horn, man, God, there's nothing more hype than an air horn.
I know, I love that one too.
It's just the most exciting noise in the world.
It is.
Oh, hell yeah.
It is. So we got to do this. This is what really, one of the things that really excited me here is we're on the screen right now, there is a haptics video playing where these gloves are they're massive, and you're wearing this big backpack, right? But you feel you feel things in VR. You feel textures, you feel the shapes of the things that you're holding, water droplets on your hands, just like it's nuts. Petting a cat, right? I mean, it's bananas. These things are absolutely massive. I felt like Thanos wearing these things, right? Like just so cool. But what an amazing demo, and what a cool thing.
Did you demo these, E?
I did, yeah. Me and Jasmine did them, and it was crazy amazing. I mean, you're wearing a big backpack, like it almost looks like a Ghostbusters.
Yeah, you're like Batman
putting
on Ghostbusters.
Yeah,
but yeah, I mean, the thing about, I'll always go back to the same thing that blew me away the most on that one. And there's one effect where they have you pull on like a rope to ring a bell, and you pull it and you hold it down, so you hold the rope taut. And then you kind of pluck the rope like you would pluck like a bowstring, and you can just feel the tension as you pull it, and then you can feel the vibration in the rope. It's just insane what they
feel
do.
your finger, come off of the string as the string goes. It's just wild. It's absolutely wild. It really shows what the future of immersive technology is going to be like, as they are able to miniaturize these things. Right? Look at this backpack right here.
So
contains compressors and vacuums, and it weighs a lot, but. I mean,
that's
to me,
like
this was amazing.
Luigi's Mansion, like Poltergeist backpack.
Yeah, for real.
Because it sucks out and sucks in. So it's super crazy. This is like definitely the most advanced haptic system that I've ever had the pleasure of demoing. And the actuators in the gloves are small. Like we're talking like the size, like I don't know, smaller than like a thumbtack circle. Like what can you compare that size to?
I don't know. And there's so many of them, right?
Yeah, it's like the size of like it's like the lightest touch of your finger, it's like a little tiny circle, and there's a bunch of them in an array on your fingertips and on your palm. And each one of those little actuators is an airbag that can inflate and deflate super duper rapidly to create the skin displacement on your hand when you reach out and touch a virtual object. So like if I reach out and like put my hand on a rail, it like pushes against your skin with the airbags. And then as soon as I lift my hand up, it sucks it out and removes that skin displacement.
Yep.
So when you like put your hand underneath the faucet, you can feel the drops on your hand. It's like literally like pushing pressure in droplets all over the palm of your hand, and feels wild.
Coupled with the things that hold your fingers back, the force feedback, as you're holding a circular object or something, and you actually feel it, feel the shape of the object. That with the little air pocket things, and it was just unreal. Yeah, it was unreal.
It was really sweet. I absolutely felt like one of those Boston Dynamics robots, though. Like you've ever seen those things like walking?
Totally.
Yeah.
Can I go back to the FOMO question and answer it?
You want to change that to that?
This is what I wanted you to say. I was trying to set you up so we could go into talking about some of this, and you have to get all sentimental.
He's Canadian, man. He's got to be nice. Canadian. Sorry. Yeah, you should see. If you guys want to see a great video, I don't know if she has it ready yet, but just check her channel out because she'll have it up. Is Jasmine in this setup? She's got the huge backpack on with the big gloves, and Jasmine's, she's not really
pretty tiny.
She's pretty petite.
Her wearing this is fantastic. It was good.
I wish I got to see
she
that.
Loved it so much. Her reaction, everything were amazing.
Wow. I'm stoked to see that. Jazz got a lot of footage, and she's very talented, a great editor, and I'm really looking forward to seeing her coverage. So can't wait to see that, because to see Jasmine in this would have been hilarious and awesome at the same time. So
exactly. So there's a lot of stuff at these things, right? Lots of things to demo, lots of like future tech and, stuff that's kind of pushing the limits and the boundaries and, taking stabs at providing things like haptics, right? In a way that is convincing and new and blah, 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 blah. Haptics. OWO vest. All right. I want to talk about this.
Oh boy.
Because
guys, get ready.
I don't think anybody has like really talked about the reality of this thing yet. And there was like some stuff that basically went unchecked that happened at AWE that I want to just bring up because I feel like it's an important conversation to have. A friend of ours tried the OWO vest. And if you're unfamiliar with it, there's an interview that Skiva did and edited on our channel. That's great. I'm so proud of you.
Thank you, buddy.
Yeah. He was holding the microphone, believe it or not. And he
was one of the few video things that the interviews that I did.
I watched it. I watched it live.
So anyway,
that's right. You were
this
right
thing
there.
is it's pretty cool, and it works like the Tesla suit. If you've heard the Tesla suit, and it basically electrocutes you to create haptic experiences. Well, a good friend of ours demoed this thing, and they were trying it out, and he's at the booth, you know, doing an official demo like anybody else was doing, and they shocked him, and he seized up. His muscles seized up. He was no longer able to control himself, and just boom, falls right over and cracks his head off of a monitor that's sitting on the table.
Broke his face open.
Yep.
Legitimately broke his face open.
It busted open his eye.
Yep.
And like they kept doing demos that day and stuff. And like other people, he's not the only one that had an adverse reaction to what happened. You know, like this is a demo that's happening that people are like attaching electricity to them and zipping up and doing it in public and literally getting hurt.
Yeah.
And like no one said anything. It was like all just like, oh man, did anybody see that? No. Okay, sure. Yeah. But like then they continue to like do demos for the rest of the week, and it's like, man, first of all, like if you know that that's even a remote possibility, you need to like be insanely upfront about that. First of all, second of all, there needs to be somebody there like spotting you or like safety precautions or something. You know, we did
a medical team.
Yes, we did Game on Expo. We did Game on Expo and did the plank. And we know what the plank can do. Sometimes people jump off the plank, they fall, they get crazy, and we're literally there, like ready to catch them. Every single demo, because we knew that this is a potential that it's dangerous.
Yeah.
I'm a little upset, to be honest, because it's like people are going through this thing, they're getting hurt, and like there's not enough safety precautions to prevent that from happening, and no one said anything about it. So I'm going to be like, yo, OO Vest, if you're gonna be electrocuting people, please be careful. Please let them know just how potentially dangerous this thing might be. And for God's sake, have some safety precautions set up. Have a spotter, maybe like a padded, put some bubble wrap around the sharp edges in the room or something. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I was a little mad, man. It's like, dude, like the homie got literally injured from a demo that we did at this
We're not going to say who it was or anything. We want to, let this person keep their privacy on it until they want to come out and talk about it. But like Alex said, was not the only person. Someone else tried it, got hit pretty hard with it, and ended up just throwing up a lot.
No way.
Yeah, it's pretty intense. Everyone's body reacts differently to current. Some people have no problem. Some people, it's great. It's a fantastic experience. And the OO Vest is really, really cool. But, if there's no one there, if you don't know how someone's body is going to react to these things and no one is there taking safety precautions, there's a lot of issues here. This is about to start being sold to the public. Okay. We're going to hand these things out to people that have no idea what they're about to get into. If they put the intensity up too high, because we know this is going to happen, because the haptics vests go out all the time, and people like our friend Z-Storm
first thing you want to
crank it up to 400%, and that's how they run the thing, right? Someone's going to do that with this. They can't turn it off. It locks all of their muscles like you're being tased, right, with a taser. And then you can't turn it off. You can't take it off. You're stuck there. You're stuck being electrocuted with no way to move your body, right? Like think of repercussions for someone hacking into this, or a virus, maybe that just sets up the current all the way and turns it on and doesn't turn it off. What are you going to do? You're just going to get fried until the thing burns itself out. What else is there?
Terrifying.
How do you get around that, right? Like there's a lot of precautions that these guys really need to start taking seriously.
What are you guys thinking over there?
So,
yeah, I think they need to look at it because you guys have tested it. The calibration process for this is insane. Like if they really take their time and do the calibration, it can take somebody who knows what they're doing 10 minutes to calibrate this thing, because they can crack this thing as high as like 80% or whatever it is, max is to as low as like 10%. They're always like asking you, how far do you want to go? How far do you want? But the problem is you don't know until you really get going into the demo. How high is too high? You know what I mean? So you get a quick feeling when they're testing it. And like I said, can you imagine doing it at home on your own? How do you know like exactly where to go? And if you do get it way up too high, then what do? How do you back it off?
If there's no one there, how do you back it off? You're in trouble.
Who's gonna do that though? Like I have an X40 that I wear all the time, and when I did my unboxing, I put it on and put it to 400%. I didn't even look at the manual. I'm sure the manual says try it.
Don't do that.
Don't do that. I'm sure it does. But it's vibrations. It's not going to give me a cardiac arrest.
Right.
With this thing, someone's going to go home, put it on their 15-year-old or their 80-year-old grandfather.
Oh my God.
And the guy's going to croak.
Oh, this is not going to be good.
I had no idea there was that many safety problems.
Yeah, it's pretty intense. And like, you know, I'm the kind of dude who like wants to like, I don't know, I guess I have something to prove or something. And you like put me in this thing, I'm like, give it to me. Like, oh, let's go. I can handle it. You know, like there's nothing you can do that I can't handle. And it turns out I think there probably is. I think they can literally tase you with this thing if they want to. So anyway, that
I did the same thing at GDC. I went in there because I had tried it at CES. And it was a quick demo. They were really busy. And they didn't really count. They kept everything at low. When I went to GDC, I did it again, and they had time for me this time. So I'm like, just crank it up, dude. Just bring it up. He kept going. You sure you want 5 more %? I'm like, no, just bring it all the way up because I wanted to feel really what it could do. And it got to the point where certain parts of your body react differently to the stimulant. So I could take more stimulant, say in my back or in my sides, than I could say in my arms, because when it hit my arms at max, you lose control of your arm for a minute. That's how intense this can be. So you can actually lose control of your body at that point. And I had to have him back it back down. So again, it can get really high. I don't know how they're going to do this. I think this has got to be something that they're going to have to seriously look at. And when that person told that story that night, I was shocked. I was like, because it's not something I really thought about after trying it a couple of times myself. But after they told that story, it's something really I think that OO's got to be careful with. And I think they're going to have to really put some time in to look at, because you cannot just put this tech out there. Because here's the deal: the first person that dies from this is going to be all of haptics. You know what I mean? You don't want to be that company that completely foobars the industry because you didn't take the precautions.
I didn't have an emotional reaction to this story until I saw the video, which again I don't expect to go out, you know, just with respect to the people involved. But I saw the video of this demo, and I saw Homeboy fall over, and it was, for lack of any other word I can think of, disturbing. I was like, oh my God, like that cannot happen. I like it, as soon as I saw it, it like ignited me. I was like, no, that is messed up. Like, not okay. Back to the drawing board. Do not allow that to happen, please.
Yeah, and this is a $350 or $450 accessory. This is going to be accessible to more people than like the Tesla suit, for example. The Tesla suit has all of the same potential issues, but they have a very big team working through some of this stuff. And this type of thing is going to be an issue, you know, going forward. There's a lot of potential for misuse and to get hurt with some of this stuff.
Strapping all kinds of stuff to our heads and like putting our hands into these big machines and putting on backpacks. Like, what if all of a sudden that thing's like and like goes crazy and I'm hooked into it, you know? Like it gave me a reality check about like how like we're like literally strapping like electrodes and like all this crazy stuff and like sending signals and just like going through our bodies
completely willingly, right? Like,
it's crazy.
Hook me up. It looks cool. Put it on me.
And then I'll still go back and try it. I'm like, hook me up. I don't care.
Well, you know, you've already done it. You know that you're gonna. I remember we were at an after party at CES, and Z Storm was there and put on the Tesla suit, and you know, we had them cranking that thing up to see how much Z could take. But we were all kind of there and ready for anything, and Z was having a good time with it, right? But you just don't know. A random person comes up and tries it, and you just don't know how they're going to react. So it'll be
their medical history or
anything, right? You put somebody's 80-year-old grandma on this thing.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Dunzo.
See, I cannot even imagine what that would look like. Literally, like I just tried to, putting an 80-year-old woman into this.
I'm trying not to. I don't want to laugh. It's not funny, but
coming out the ears.
Like, she would not be able to handle that. I don't think there's an 80-year-old woman in the world that wants to put on an OO jacket.
It's gonna get real up here in this industry. So
Rudel Zavedno chilling in the chat.
Hey, what's up?
Ion the Icon chilling in the chat.
Hey,
what's up, Ion the Icon? Thanks for chilling with us. Space Denizen too.
Oh, Void. What's up, Space Denizen?
I love Void.
Space Denizen.
He's the best. He's the best.
Universe resident.
He's always Void Citizen to me. I can't quit you, bro. Void Citizen.
So
I know.
So I don't know. You guys want to talk about the showcase a little bit?
Oh yeah. I mean, we kind of done with all. I mean, there's a lot.
I mean, yeah, we could. I mean, we could go on.
Yeah, this is true. What time is it?
We could come back here every week, like weeks.
Right? For real.
Yeah.
For real.
Well, what's more topical?
How about some of the books? You see, like even just before you get in there, I'm going to derail you because that's what I do.
Good.
So just some of the AR books. Did you guys see that? Because we didn't actually hang out. You guys were busy. I was busy doing stuff at the show, so we didn't really do the show together. But did you guys see the books, the AR books? There's some AR experiences out there with books now that are amazing, where you actually you take a book, it's a complete book, whether it be a sci-fi book or whether it be a children's book or whether it be little characters, and you take your iPad or your phone and you actually look at it through that, and the character that's in the book pops out of the book and comes alive in a way that you've never seen before, and you can touch your screen and make that character do things on the screen and make it walk left or walk right, or it's just the small tech like that stuff is crazy. I mean, and it's accessible. They were selling like a package of these books for like $60 or $100 of all different types of books, and that is AR. I mean, do you think you have to be wearing a headset? You think you have to be wearing glasses or these big bulky things? AR can mean so many things, and just something small like that I thought was like. But yeah, we could talk about AR for a month.
Yeah, for real. I mean, and like we were saying, the augmented reality portion of all of this was absolutely bananas. That sounds super cool. I did not get to see that part, but one of the AR things that I absolutely did love, and try to get this video to a good place, was Resolution Games had Demeo, which is one of our favorite games, right? And they had an AR version of the game. This was not the entire game. This was like, a demo. I think they did it in like a week, right? But this was awesome. To actually see the Demeo board on a table in front of us, be able to walk around it, interact with your pieces. It was really awesome. This game shines in AR. I was a little through the lens footage there.
You can see other players.
So
I didn't
cool.
see that.
So cool. It was really awesome. It looked beautiful. The colors were great. Everything was very sharp. But phenomenal. One of the highlights of the show for me, actually, because I really enjoy this game in VR as well.
The thing that excites me about it is like that most of my AR experiences are cool for like a few minutes, like you put the headset on, like you'd like the book, for example. Like I'm not going to sit there for hours and do the AR book. Okay. I'm going to like check it out. Maybe I'll do one real quick, 10, 15 minutes. Boom. I'm out of here. A lot of AR demos that I've done, you look around, you can exhaust the novelty of that experience relatively quickly, even though the tech is really impressive. But when I start to see something like Demeo running in AR, I'm like, wait a second. This is something that could give me hours of use out of a device instead of minutes or, a half hour maximum. Like if anybody who's played Demeo knows that you're not getting out of there without spending at least 2 hours, so to have something like this that would really give me a reason to want to put the glasses on and leave them on is kind of what made me really excited, because like I said earlier, AR glasses are a lot lighter and a lot more comfortable and frankly a lot more practical than a huge brick VR headset. After 2 hours of Demeo and looking down, my neck is like, okay, this is cool and all, but like, can we maybe hurry it up? And if I'm wearing a pair of AR glasses, I think it's going to be a lot easier to wear them for a long time. So
I agree.
I'm seeing the future when I see the AR Demeo demo running.
Brings us back to Tilt 5, right? Like there's so
I ran right over to Tilt 5. Like you got to, after I did it, I'm like, guys, go get Demeo on Tilt 5.
That would be cool.
You go out and get them.
They're trying. They're definitely trying.
Well, it's basically on Resolution Games. Like, Tilt 5 is down. Like they just need Resolution Games to be interested in it. But here's the thing that I really found interesting about Tilt 5 is that those are not VR games. You know what I mean? Like they're actually PC games that are brought to life through AR. It's like more of a flat screen game than it is a VR game in a lot of ways. So they actually said that they would need the PC version of Demeo to get it running on Tilt 5, not the VR version, which I thought was pretty interesting because, when we see AR stuff, our brain immediately, coming from the VR perspective is imagining playing a VR game in AR, when in reality, they're actually a lot different in their approaches to how they're bringing the experience to you. So, I think the stuff that Tilt 5 is going to be capable of doing is probably going to exist outside of the scope of a lot of the stuff in VR that we're currently enjoying.
Yeah, Tilt 5 is very, very impressive. I've demoed this before. It's super cool. It's really awesome. My main qualm with this was that you needed a PC for each headset, which is not practical. This is a multiplayer machine. You have to be standing around this board with your friends to, in my opinion, to really like to really have fun with this. I mean, it's really cool from it when you look at it, but like if you're hanging out and you got your buddy on the other side and you're all playing a game together on this board, it's super awesome.
Yeah.
But it was really nice to talk to Jerry and hear that right now they have drivers working where they do have 4 headsets hooked up to one PC. They have other drivers where you can plug in the headset to an Android phone at the moment. So, it's another compute unit right there. So they hear what the people want and they are working on it, which makes this way even more exciting than it was before. So
yeah. And at first I was not a huge fan of that controller. I was like, okay, for real, like this is what I'm playing with.
Barbecue lighter?
It's literally a barbecue lighter with controllers on it. Yeah. It is exactly that. But this is my second demo of it, and I was thinking less about how dumb I thought the controller was, and was focusing just a little bit more on the games, and I enjoyed it. I really do think it's a multiplayer thing, being able to play against Stephanie and like sabotage her and like take her things that she was doing, was like, that's where the magic is for sure. So I'm excited, way more excited about Tilt 5 after AWE than I was after GDC.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, to me, I think until they can package together multiple headset or multiple glasses with multiple, whatever, or where everybody can hook up it to an individual phone and make it work. I think for me, it's not we're all in the same room playing game. To me, I think I can play with Todd, and he's in northwestern Canada. I'm in northeastern United States. We could play. He has his board. He's hooked up to his PC or his phone. He has his glasses. I have my board and my glasses. Or you guys are in Arizona, and we all get together and play a game. To me, that's the only real viable way to play Tilt 5 right now, which is fine. But you have to say that that's what it is right now until they get this other stuff done, which they're definitely working on. And I think Jerry and that team over there will have something for us very shortly. But right now, I think this is really focused towards not in the same room, but people in different areas.
Well, either way, I mean, it's going to be an awesome experience either way. If you're playing this with friends, that's what's up. Whether they're across the room, which you'll be able to see them because you're not wearing a VR headset, you're wearing, translucent glasses, or across the internet. I mean,
I would never use it for that personally. Like I think the magic in the AR experience is by being able to like look through the glass, like look up at your opponent and be like, hey, yeah, I just killed you. And then you look back at the board, like you're there together. Like if we're going to be playing online, like what's the point of doing an AR table? Like, why don't we just jump and do a game of Demeo, and like be fully immersed and have avatars there too, So I think the magic for me anyway in the AR experience is absolutely having those people in the room, so you're not cut off from all of the energy that's swirling around in your living room, which you normally would be if you pull a headset over.
And a lot of people just don't have that option either.
Well, of course, not everybody has 4 people sitting around. But then, in my opinion, the Tilt 5's not for you. The Tilt 5 is like for the family of 4 who like wants to ramp up their game night.
Or location based.
Yeah, exactly.
Or location based entertainment.
Yes. Location based would be epic.
Would be
Put this in a barcade, dude.
Yes.
Crush.
Absolutely.
There's some drink stands on the side. Everybody picks up a controller.
Yeah, because you can spill the drink on the board. Doesn't even matter.
Yeah, right.
Just wipe it off.
Old time LAN party. Remember those?
Oh yeah.
Bringing a computer and playing,
Yeah, damn right.
Any kind of multiplayer game.
This technology, like it's the board of the Tilt 5. It's kind of interesting because you see it, and the reason why it's that size is because that's like what it makes sense for you to just like crowd around currently at a demo like this, but the board itself can be entirely modular. Like that material, you can take a piece of it and prop it up at a 90-degree angle on the edge of the table and gain all of that visibility right there. Like anywhere that screen is present, the image of the game is actually being displayed on it. Yep. So theoretically, you could make an entire floor of a room out of that stuff and have a huge,
or walls,
or the walls. Like you can make an entire room of
a holodeck.
Yep, and it would be like a holodeck
for real.
Yep, exactly. Yep. So it's kind of cool because like this iteration is like the tiniest possible way that this could be used. And like I think in the future you're going to see like a big huge corner of a room that takes up all of this material, and then like you're seeing a lot happen in that space. So I think it's just the beginning for these guys.
Yeah, super exciting.
Definitely.
But it would be the ultimate Demeo machine. Which is kind of how we got on this.
Yeah,
yeah, exactly.
Yep. Any game like that allows us to look down at a board, collaborate, spend a good amount of time together. they had like a Diablo style game running. It wasn't a multiplayer experience, but it can show you like what those kinds of games could look like on the board, and it's pretty sweet.
Yep. Good stuff. Lots of good stuff.
So anyway, we were on IGN yesterday. That's right, everybody. No big deal.
No big deal. No big deal.
Oh my
God. Do you have a bobblehead?
All right. Well,
That's
take the wind straight out of my tail.
He just did the complete flex. With
Took the
bobblehead.
wind straight out of my tail, out of my sails.
That's when you're a big deal. Yeah, when you get a bobblehead, that's when you're a big deal.
Man.
I thought it was IGN with their 17 million subscribers. But I guess it's a bobblehead.
Nope.
It's a bobblehead.
Nope.
Dude, we live streamed it yesterday, myself and Todd, and man, when you guys came on, because I had no idea you guys were going to be on. But when you guys came on, I was like in the middle of my live stream and said, "Yes, there they are." It was amazing. I thought it was perfect. I love the segment. So we went on our show last night, and we, everybody's talking about the Upload Showcase, and we have our opinions about it also and how it went. To me, one of the best things of it was that spot in the middle, because it took a lot of games that probably would not have gotten covered on the showcase like that, but it put them in a light where you could show them quickly, so it didn't take up a ton of time, where people were like, okay, move on to the next one, but you got them some coverage. I thought it was perfectly done. I thought a few of the other games that maybe were showcased more should have been in that segment with you.
Oh, right on. Well, that's cool. I thought it was pretty great. There was a lot of indie games that we got to talk about. It was like 6 indie games that we talked about, and some of them, like Tin Hearts has been around for a while. It's on Steam VR already, but it's coming to Quest. But yeah, there was some good stuff on there. It was pretty good.
It was just awesome to be a part of it.
Yeah.
Just like, because to me, like, I have been watching these like video presentations ever since they started them with like the Nintendo Directs. It's like all of a sudden, instead of going to E3, Nintendo puts together a video presentation, and since then, this has been like the standard format for basically getting people hyped about upcoming video games. And I've watched so many formats like that where it's, I think Jamie hit the nail on the head with like the way he presented it. It felt exactly like a Nintendo Direct to me. And those are like the gold standard of video presentations when it comes to gaming. So for us to have like a little segment where all of a sudden, like, boom, there's the logo, doors close, open up. Yeah, that's right. Between Realities is here. It was, it was definitely awesome, and to like have the video live streaming on IGN, which is just like such a legendary channel. It's like ridiculous. So it was just kind of like a fun thing, and I would have said anything. I would have announced any game. Like we were just excited to be involved. Yeah, exactly.
My Little Ponies VR.
Totally. My Little Ponies VR is an exciting and magical adventure.
I know. Hey, I mean, did you guys have that moment after you recorded it and you just looked at each other and go, "Fuck, dude, we were just on IGN. Can you believe this?"
The morning when we were like waiting for the showcase to, show up, we were like, I was like scrambling. I'm like, where do I watch this? Like, am I like watching it on Upload? Do I watch it on IGN? Do I go to Q2C? Do I watch Gamertag doing it? Like, what do I do?
PSVR without parole.
Yeah,
like everyone.
So many channels were live streaming.
Everybody did it, right?
Yeah. Mateo was live streaming it with Rista King. I mean, it was pretty great. It was pretty great. I just love those showcases in general. So,
and I thought you did a great job with this, Skiva. I know that's like a little bit out of your wheelhouse, like doing like announcements, and like reading a script and all of that stuff.
Yeah. Well, I appreciate that. Thank you.
Yeah, we hammered it out.
It was fun.
We hammered it out. It was great. We got like what did we do? We did a bunch of stuff. Weren't we like busy that day? Like, what did we come over here for? Just that. We just came over and did that. It did take us a while.
because the day before we were at AWE, so we had at AWE, so we had to set up for the show, but just to record that one little teeny tiny segment and break it all back down again.
Yeah.
So
Well, anyway, it was definitely awesome to be a part of it, and thanks to Upload for including us and giving us a little moment in the light.
For real. Thank you guys.
Yeah, Jamie did a great job.
Jamie crushed it, man. So good. The editing that they do, the humor that they pump into it, everything. They just do such a good job. Mad props to them.
Papa Boney in VR has been chilling, by the way.
Oh, what's up, Papa Boney?
It's good to see you, Papa Boney. And what's that guy's name? Paradise Decay?
Oh, P. Diddy.
Is he here?
The legend.
Is he here?
Man,
I thought I saw him in there somewhere.
I think people are just talking about him.
Oh,
that's PD's.
No, he was here. I saw he was here earlier.
Yeah, I see him. I see him on there.
Oh, there he is. Hey, PD. How's it going, baby?
PD's the man.
PD. Everyone, you need to message PD and be like, you got to be on Between Realities, bro.
Hell yeah.
I would watch. I watch anyway, but I would definitely watch that one.
I know. He's like my most wanted guest.
I would be
besides you guys. But now, you're here. So.
Do you see how he cheapened that?
Right.
He practically threw you guys under a bus there. He was like, except you guys. He like gave you like the sympathy.
Here's how the conversation went. It was out. Alex, we can't get PD. He said no again. Who do we get? It was like, where are we gonna go? And they're like, I don't know. That Mash and Todd guy. They've been bugging us for months. What do you think? You want to put him on?
Let's just throw him. Should we throw him a bone? All right, we'll throw him a bone.
We got nothing else. It was either that or we get, I don't know, somebody off the street.
In all seriousness, though, we are so grateful to everyone that comes on this show with us and hangs out and chats and shares their passion with us. We are so into this community just as much as the tech itself that we love bringing people in here and kind of, giving people a platform to show who they really are, right? Because you don't really get to sit there and chat, with a lot of these creators. They don't just get to sit there and chat and really show who they are as people. So I think it's great to kind of bring all of that.
That's the magic of a podcast.
Yeah.
That's the thing that was missing when we started making content initially. Like we were going to events, doing interviews and stuff like that. But like that format did not give either of us, even though I was holding a microphone, the opportunity to like really be ourselves, like, cause you're just on, hey, what's up everybody? I'm here and I've got a microphone and I'm interviewing this guy. Hey, tell me about your thing. Oh, that's really great. See you next time, people. Like that's about it. Like, you don't really get to like express your thoughts and like, have an emotional moment talking about the community or whatever it is, So I think that's the magic of the podcast, man. It like really allows people to get to know you, if you're doing a podcast like ours anyway. Some people have more formal shows and that's fine too, but that's not what we're doing.
I love your format and it's not easy to get to. It's like for us, we started out as one thing. And you morph, right? And you change and you see what works and you see what doesn't work. And, in the end, you do things that you enjoy too. I always thought it's important that we enjoy what we're doing because if we don't, it will people will know, number one, and it will look wrong. And, and when people really do enjoy what they're doing, hell, like you guys, you enjoy what you're doing. And everybody always says about you guys, they're so real. They're always so real. And that's one of the things we want to make sure that we always are real in what we do. And our show has changed and morphed. Like we didn't really want to do guests in the beginning. We wanted to basically commentary show, but we kind of had a few here and there developers, and we saw what you guys were doing. And, we have our fans that we are not fans, but we're fans of other people that we look at and go, man, they do such a good job. We need to work this into what we do and change it. And our show has finally morphed into something I think where we're happy with the format, and a lot of that is due to you guys. So thank you.
Oh, thanks.
We'll take all the credit if you want to give it to us.
Oh, right on.
We'll give you some. Not all, but we'll give you
some. You guys are grinding, and like I've mentioned this to you in person, Mash, but like I love your guys' format too. Like I really feel like you guys keep that like 90s radio show spirit alive. Like if you ever listen to radio in the 90s, like that's what Q2C is doing, like they've got D in the pocket who just like comes in like when the giveaway thing was happening, goes back into the shadows. Like that person was a person on those shows, like there was they always had like that little team and then like the extra characters that pop up here and there. And I think you guys are like absolutely nailing it. Like it feels like I'm listening to the radio in the 90s before the internet and podcasting was ever a thing, and I think that is, I think a lot of people really relate, and like I think that resonates with a lot of people, especially those who are old, like all these guys.
Huh? What'd you say? What'd you say?
Eric and I are pretty old, so the 90s radio is kind of how we grew up listening to radio. So
yeah, you guys nailed the format.
That's awesome.
Yeah, and by the way, if you ever want to get something for free, just go over to Q2C's show because they give away games and
dude, we have
problems. We gave away 7 things yesterday.
It was ridiculous, man.
Yeah.
When we started, we're like, when we started, it was all about trying to showcase games and trying to showcase developers. We always had lots of keys, and we always wanted to try and give them away. So we're like, let's give a key away a show. And that morphed into like 2 and 3. And then we got some products, and they're like, let's give away a product. And then let's give away a Quest 2. And, it's just gotten out of control now to the point where we had to bring in Dee. And thank God we did, because, Dee is a big part of the show now. And we didn't have it before. And she lends, just besides the work part that she does, she lends another voice to the show. And I think no part would work. And if I did it by myself, I don't think it would work. And if Todd did it by himself, it's all of us together, that make this thing work and make it what it is, just like you guys. I mean, it would be difficult for you to do a show on your own, or would be difficult.
We could not do it.
For Eric to do it by himself, you can go to our YouTube channel.
No, don't do that.
If you scroll to the end, there's episode 1 of QTC VR Gamer, where Eric is by himself.
I love it.
Don't do that.
Not deleting that video.
I want to use this opportunity here to mention that I really wanted to have Dee on here too, because she's just as much of a part of this whole thing as you guys. And but our set makes it very difficult to have more than 2 people on. So we were going to scrap Eric, but yeah.
Scrap me and move Dee in here.
But no, for real, Dee, we love you, and we really, really did want to have you on here as well. I just technical limitations, but thank you for all that you do for the community as well.
How did you guys hook up, by the way? Did you guys meet on Facebook?
We did, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll let Todd tell a story. I talked to him.
We were in another Facebook group. Was it a Quest group or just a VR group? I think it was
a VR
group. Yeah. And the Quest was coming out, and Eric got super excited and was starting his own group and advertising in that group that, hey, I'm going to start a Quest group. And I just sent him a message and said, hey, I've managed and administered a ton of Facebook groups over the years and still do. If you need some help, I'm more than happy.
Nice.
And it just blossomed from there to we would talk every day, multiple times.
Oh yeah.
Isn't that insane?
The group took off like crazy. It was
oh man, it took off, yeah.
Yeah, it's like 170,000 people in there or something like that. It's pretty wild.
Yeah.
Good job. That's hard to manage all those people. It really is.
It is. We have a team that helps us manage them, because there's no way we could do it ourselves.
Yeah. And you wouldn't think, just looking in on this, right, that it's all right, people come in, they talk, what do you do, right? But the amount of toxicity that shows up in these groups, right?
Is
that a problem?
Yeah.
It's amazing. Yeah.
Yeah, if you have an active group, I mean, there are lots of groups out there that have huge numbers that don't get any interaction. But you have a group that's very active, like we have 170,000 members, but we have active members, almost 100,000 out of that is active.
Wow.
To be considered active, you have to either post or comment on a post in the last 30 days. So that's a lot of numbers of active people that are actively touching and talking and putting their hands on things and putting their comments on things. So, it can be really toxic when you get over 100,000 people want to say something. And there are super hot button issues all over Facebook. Kids in VR is a big one because of the 13-year-old age. And
yeah,
we realized early on that if we just let that go crazy and let people go at each other, because there's so many different groups on both sides, that if we let that happen and let it go on, the toxicity gets so bad that it becomes a dumping ground, and you don't want that in a group. So you have to decide what. And it's tough because you don't ever want to be censoring. You don't ever want to feel like you're limiting people. But if you don't take out some of the garbage that goes in there, then it just becomes a cesspool, and it becomes a place that nobody wants to be. So, we made a rule early on: let people be. If they want to put kids in VR, it's their decision, not yours. So that was one of the issues. And then Facebook is its own problem to begin with. And what's one of the things. Just because we kind of live in the Facebook ecosystem, me and Todd don't like Facebook any more than anybody else likes. We use Facebook as a tool, and that is alone. We use it as a tool for people to come and learn and have a community. But if that community was in any other ecosystem, we would be completely fine with it. If we could find a different place where to go, be all on board. Because we don't really like we don't like what Meta does or what Facebook does any more than anybody else. It's trade-offs, right? You got to make trade-offs.
Yeah.
Those are the trade-offs that we have to make.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah. I mean, it's a lot of people. I manage some stuff. I try to manage the ATF. After the fall Discord server, I do community management with those guys, and there's even for that, even for that, there's like people that just come in there and just start screaming, and you're like, wow, you must have had a bad day. But man, I've never dropped the band hammer so much. Like, it's ridiculous what people are.
We have an amazing team too, and give me a second, I'll mention them real quick. Michelle Dillon, Wes Dillon's wife, is one of our modders. She's amazing. Krista Lee, Jasper, Dracurius Jonas, he was in the chat earlier. He's an amazing mod. Millie is an amazing mod. Mr. Tasselhoff, Jason Ward, another amazing mod. Todd, am I missing anybody? Barebone Man is great. My wife.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, we have an amazing team. That's all those people have to work together.
You got a whole squad of people.
I don't know how you do it by
banning
yourself.
12-year-olds.
And I don't.
Exactly.
And I don't. I'm kind of the backup to Tam too with ATF and stuff. But yeah, there's it's tough. It's tough to manage big slews of people that are all very passionate. You know.
I mean, I don't know. A lot of times when I see someone just going off, like on Discord or in a YouTube chat or on Facebook or something like that, I so often assume that they're like 14 years old. You know, like that's like immediately where my brain goes, because like I feel like there are a lot of young people who are interacting with adults online, and adults kind of almost like give whoever's on the other end of that, like they almost just view them as peers immediately, you know, because like you're an adult on the internet, everybody else is an adult on the internet, and like you might see some insanely ignorant statement and think, how could this person ever think this, you know? But then I think about it, and it's like, what if this person's like 13? You know, or 12, and like literally immature.
And there's bad things happening at home, you know, they're getting beat up, whatever the case may be. You never know what's happening in that person's life.
All those Echo players are on Facebook too, right?
Yeah.
You know, like those Echo players are brutal.
Yeah. For real. For real.
All the Gorilla Tag players, they're all on Facebook.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, Gorilla Tag.
But there's so many great things on there as well. I mean, you know, we talk about the things that suck, but I mean, there's so many good stories. You know, there are things that I see in our group that really touch me. I mean, I have some that I really almost get to tears. You know, reading about people that said, I'm just talked to my mom. She had a VR headset, and we just felt like we're in the room together. Or somebody who was like, I could barely walk, and I've been using Beat Saber, and they tell a story about how they VR get themselves back into it, or
the weight loss stories are amazing.
Yeah, the weight loss stories are incredible, and it's just amazing, how virtual reality brings people together. And I love seeing these stories. The whole idea when we made this group, we wanted a place where we go to help each other and together and figure out how to do things, especially with a headset that's more approachable to people where they are not technologically maybe advanced enough to do something. You need help, and you need groups like this, and we wanted to be that.
Did you want it to blow up?
I'm sorry. Did I want it to blow up?
Did you want it to blow up? Like what was that like a part of the plan? You're like, oh, let's blow up this group, and then like let's start doing podcasts and stuff.
I want you guys see that one.
Dog's going crazy.
Oh yeah, let's wait till your dog starts.
I don't know if we really wanted it to blow up for blow up's reason, but we definitely wanted it to be the go-to place for Quest 2 related stories, technical help, reviews. Whether it was us creating the content or other people creating the content, everyone's free to post whatever they want, really. We just kind of wanted to be that hub where people could come. And I think it's turned out that.
Yeah, I mean, I love the Facebook group, and we have turned into something different now for sure. Sorry about the dog, everybody. We have turned into something different now for sure. We've morphed, but the Facebook group is our home, and we still love being there and having a place to help people. But we have grown. We're our YouTube channel is important to us now, and that's another way that we can help people through content creation and entertainment. And we hope we do enough tutorial things to help people as well. So it's just like anything else. You build platforms, right? Just like you build. One platform can feed off another platform, can feed off another, and we built a community of amazing people, just like you guys have. You guys have amazing community. Virtual Strangers has an amazing built friendships community, and it means the world to us. I mean,
it's literally life-changing. You know, and like I don't know what you're allowed to say, but like you were telling me about some stuff that was developing in your life, Eric, at our final social event. Are you allowed to talk about that?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, and it has, and it's weird. I mean, I wouldn't have thought a few years ago when you start a simple Facebook group that it can change your life and morph into things. And, it's brought me to the point where I can quit my full-time job and get into virtual reality, world full time. And, I'm working with some amazing people. I'm working with Ashley Riot right now. We just had our first big announcement launch with, we got in with Finger Gun, and we're working with Finger Gun doing their marketing. And they had a huge announcement yesterday for their new trailer, which was amazing. And I got to, help with my first build my first trailer with them, and build a marketing campaign, which is great. And I'm so excited for the launch, which on the 30th. And then this past week, that's last week at all, I actually signed on with Ashley Riot and Andromeda Studios, manager of business development and relations.
Boom.
So really extremely happy.
Boom. There's a title.
For a better partner to be with than Ashley.
Wow. There's a title.
It's a big title, right?
There it is.
Yeah.
Congrats. Handled. Job acquired.
And when they, when they give somebody that larger of a title, that means they want you to do a lot of stuff.
Yeah, right.
I would love a smaller title.
Well, too bad, man. You're a big deal now. That's what happens.
Yeah, right.
That's what happens when you do 5 podcasts a week.
Right.
Arcanian's got a nice little super chat flying in here. Those are some pounds. Thank you for spelling it out for me, Arcanian. Someone gets it finally. Here are a few pounds towards PD's guest fee. Oh, all right. Yeah. Hold on, PD. I didn't realize that this was a number that we could get to. So how much is it going to cost? What we got to
we got to pay anything.
We got to get $100.
I'll pay anything for PD.
100. That's it. That's
I'll sell an
final offer from me. $100 in your pocket.
I'll sell Alex. Come on over, PD. Well, here's the question, guys. Here's the burning question I think that everyone wants to know. So, and I'm sure you've answered this before, but when the Quest 3 comes out, are you going to rebrand to Q3C?
Dun, dun, dun.
Oh my God, we do too.
Yeah, you guys are in deep, huh?
Kind of screwed. We're kind of like hoping they don't come out with a Quest. I hope they keep delaying it.
Yo, Mash Daddy Cool.
What just happened?
You can't donate on the episode that you're a guest on.
Never had a guest drop a super chat. What is happening?
Is that the first guest who's ever donated?
I think is it? I think it is.
Maybe.
Wow.
I got to be a first for everything. I want PD. I want PD on here.
All right. Listen, PD, we're gonna pay you $100. Okay, that's a pretty good deal. All right, nobody else is gonna give you $100. Just
and a shirt.
Come beyond the show.
Send him a shirt too. $100 and a shirt.
And a Between Reality shirt with your name on it, which I promised to someone else, and I still haven't gotten to them yet.
Shit, Todd, we didn't get enough. We didn't get any. I had to buy my own shirt.
Yeah. Hey, whatever. All right. I'm numero uno over here.
Alex can buy his own too.
Yeah.
That's true. That's true.
We're all here to support each other.
And at least I didn't dangle one in front of you like you did to me. You're like, oh, don't worry, buddy, I got you. I'm gonna bring a whole wardrobe for you when I see you next time. And then what happened?
Hey, you got the QTC undies, right? Didn't he give you those?
Yeah, with Masher and Todd reprinted on him.
Hell yeah, you could put it on everything.
Yeah. You got a beanbag chair.
See, Fun with the Clicks is asking.
Chair.
Fun with the Clicks is asking if Steve Knows dropped a super chat, and that was the episode I was thinking of too, because that one was crazy.
He may have actually. He might have been the first one that donated.
Did he drop a super chat to get Skiba to take his hat off? I think somebody did.
Somebody did.
Someone did.
That is the episode, though. That was a hilarious episode. Man.
That was, yeah.
Like we were just just yucking it up,
the
and
hat
just like
came off.
laughing, and there was like a crazy super chat train, and we were just joking around about it the whole time. It was good. I think we talked about VR for like 10 minutes.
Yeah.
It makes you feel weird when people super chat you. It's an amazing thing, but it makes you feel weird, and you're just like,
it does make you feel weird, but also appreciate it.
It makes you feel like it does. It makes you almost choke up because people are tipping their hard-earned money because they love you guys and they love what you do, and
for real,
it's just an amazing thing, amazing feeling.
It really is, because like Alex was saying, we don't expect anything ever. Right. You know what I mean? It's super nice to feel appreciated, and to for people just to appreciate us. It's super nice. I love it. Thank you guys.
So to answer Skiva's question though, Q3C, or are we? Is that a bridge? Is that a bridge that you're not going to cross until you get to it?
What happens here?
Yeah, I don't know. Well, what was funny?
what it stands for.
Yeah, we actually, which is a funny thing, we actually just, we were not Q2C really. We just changed it. We were actually the Oculus Quest 2. We just always went by Q2C because it was easier. It was easy to say, and it looks good on a shirt.
Yeah.
The Oculus Quest 2 community does not look good on a shirt, but we actually just officially said goodbye and released the Oculus name now ago. So now we are just the Quest 2 community. But yeah, I don't know what we'll do. It's a good question.
So we're back.
Oh, hello.
Looks like we're back. Sometimes OBS strokes out, and this is just what happens. But let's see if anyone comes back.
Yeah, we'll hang out for another minute and give everybody an opportunity to say goodbye to our lovely guests.
Yep. Yes.
This was amazing. I mean, I love talking to you guys. I could talk to you guys every day, which we sometimes we do. But.
Yeah, for real, guys. I mean, you guys are the best. I really, I love what you do, and I love you guys as people. So keep rocking it. Keep rocking it. Looks like we got some.
We have like a lot of the same people, which is awesome, right? I love it. The communities cross over so much.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah.
For real.
Yeah, just like you were saying, it's like Bluebell is on both of our Patreon lists, like that's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Like supporting multiple VR podcasts. Like
Yeah. It's stuff. It's easy for people to do because they love us. That really makes you feel really weird and great at the same time.
Yeah.
Totally. Because a lot of times you don't, that's the, self-worth is it's not an easy thing. Sometimes you don't think you deserve what happens, and it makes you feel different or weird. But a lot of times we do. I tell Ruth all the time. You don't know how much you affect people and people's lives. And actually, I've told this to Alex and Skiva in the past when we shows, and you don't know how much you affect somebody's life, and you think you're just doing a show and it's fun for you to do, but people come and they watch every week, and something you say or something you do or what you represent affects people, and it can change people's lives, and in bigger ways than maybe we even.
Yeah, this is so true.
Yeah.
This is so true. And thank you for the people hopping back here. OBS crashed out on us, and sorry about that.
Yeah, we just thought we'd go live real quick again, just to wrap the show up. Give everybody an opportunity to give a proper farewell to our guests today. We're basically at the end of the show, which is pretty funny. Like it was like right.
It was right
there.
Right. Yeah.
But we were taking a minute to recognize Eric's new position, and with Andromeda, Andromeda, and we're excited for you. And I guess you're just living proof of the idea that if you want something, you just get after it, right?
Yep, go get it.
Yeah, I learned that from you, man. Kick in the door if nobody will let you in.
That's right, for real. Just kicking in, man. I'm here. What are you gonna do about it? Remove me.
Yeah, Alex was telling me the story of how you guys, it was OC6, you ran around just sticking microphones in faces. Let me walk in. I'm a force to be reckoned with. Let me in. I deserve to be here.
Mm-hmm.
That's what everybody should. I tell D all the time, D, you deserve to be here. Be heard.
Yes, absolutely. This is, no one's going to give you stuff. You just got to take it. So,
thanks for taking it, guys. You know, because it's kind of like a decision that you need to make one day, right? Where all of a sudden you just like, you flip the switch. And you're like, nope, I'm going after it. I'm going to do this thing. I'm going to be a part of this. I'm going to make a thing. I'm going to be on a show. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. And, like I thought for years about doing stuff before I did, or knew that I was capable for years before I did, at the very least. Maybe I would never made plans, but I was like, I could do that. And eventually it's like, you know what? No, I'm going to do that. Like people are amazing. Like everyone is capable of incredible stuff if they choose to do it.
Correct.
But you have to choose to do it. Like you can do it. Well, choose it because it's waiting for you. You know, so
take it, make it yours.
So I'm super excited. I'm excited for everybody who is involved in this cool, awesome VR thing. I'm grateful that we have somehow managed to weasel our way into a lot of this stuff, and just get involved however we possibly can. And I'm excited to see how Q2/3C grows over the years, and can't wait to see what you rebrand to, or maybe you'll just keep Q2C. I don't know, but it's going to be exciting to watch the development of all the stuff you guys have been working on.
Yeah, it is
for sure.
Appreciate it very much, guys.
Thank you, guys.
Yeah. Anything else before we kick you guys off?
No, come see us in between Reality Bites. I almost said between realities. Come see us on Reality Bites tomorrow with me and Todd and Gamertag. If you would like to, it'll be a fun show. We love seeing Gamertag, and man, when we can get him in front of a camera, it's always gold.
It's always fun.
GT, right?
It's a good time. Yeah,
GT is awesome. What a great guy. I really enjoy every bit of time I've ever spent with him.
Yeah.
So good stuff.
Yeah. Very grateful.
And D too. D will be there. I almost didn't mention D, but D is there also, and she'll be.
Yeah, D. All right. Cool.
All right. Well, bye. Just kidding.
Game over, man.
Just kidding. Eric and Todd from Q2C Gamer, Quest 2 community. You guys are amazing. Todd, cannot wait to see you in real life. Eric, can't wait to see you again in real life. You guys know where we are. Reach out anytime.
Yep. Anytime, guys.
Hell yeah.
All right, everybody. Thanks, say goodbye to Q2C. Bye, Q2C.
Bye, guys.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Take it easy.
And they're gone.
They are gone.
Thank you guys for coming and checking out this closing stream. I know it's like it ended at the time, but we just didn't want to just not, we needed to end it right.
We need some closure.
Yeah, we needed closure. That's exactly it. And Skiba will work his magic and slap this on the end of the other video or something, right? You can do that. Cool.
Yep,
so, sure. Wes from Virtual Strangers, thanks for being here. Oh, speaking of, right? Well, I'll get to it in a second. Papa Bonium VR, Lamplighter Tribe, Grey Wolf, Soul BC, Butter Something snuck in here. BC showed up. Bacardi B showed up for the last little broadcast here. Chi-Town D and Mepper and Glitch Fandango. Yo, what's up? Good to see you. We had a pretty good show. Hopefully you can catch the replay at some point.
Yeah.
Creeper Betty PSVR.
What's up, Betty?
eCoin to the future. Hey, yeah, give us another thumbs up, baby. That's what I'm talking about. Arcanian, thank you for coming back through. Michelle Dillon, thank you for coming back through. VR Spry Guy and Guido7335. Thank you for checking out the closing moments of this Between Realities episode, as well as Hussein X and, Mash Daddy Cool. He's gone now. Thank you, guys. So speaking of Virtual Strangers, right?
Yes, next week, Virtual Strangers on the podcast. It's kind of like a crossover episode, right? Because we just had QTC, which Eric is also a part of Virtual Strangers. So this will be great. We'll have Roots and Wes on here.
Yep.
Sure, some of my favorite people. Really excited to have them on and pick the brains. Be great.
I don't know, man. I feel like we've been trying to get Virtual Strangers on this show for a long time.
Yeah.
It's just like, not that they weren't willing, but we just never really had a good chance to,
Yeah, so this will be great.
Yeah, it really will. And you're all set up to have 2 guests.
Yeah, I am. And I won't have to do a whole lot. Maybe just pray to the OBS gods that a stream will, go all the way through.
Right, I know.
Without a crash.
What are we gonna do, bro? We gotta figure this out.
Burn it all. Build it all up again.
We're having too many issues lately.
I know. We started doing too many shows, and now our OBS is just full of all kinds of crazy scenes. So it happens. We'll figure it out.
It is what it is.
Yep.
Thank you guys for being here. It's been a pleasure to do another episode of Between Realities. This was a lot of fun, and we'll see you next Friday.
Yes.
With Res and Woots. with Wes and Roots from Virtual Strangers.
Yes.
See you guys.
All right. Bye-bye.